If you remember last week when Bud was here, Bud hadn't been here for a while because he had been in the hospital, and he has a pacemaker, and he had to have his pacemaker taken out because he had an infection. And so they had to take the pacemaker out, and then they had to heal the infection before they could put the pacemaker back in. Well, if you remember last week, Bud's story was when they healed the infection, they realized that his heart, which should never improve once you get a pacemaker, it's always downhill from there. The heart never improves. The heart muscle never improves. Well, all of a sudden, they realized that his heart had improved to the place where he didn't need the pacemaker anymore. Well, how about that? You know, and I think about that, and I think, here we go, thinking all is lost, I've got a pacemaker. My heart's never going to improve. And here we've got somebody like Bud who goes, wow. And you know, it's funny, you say to Bud, what a wonderful miracle you are. And he goes, well, I don't feel any different. I'm just Bud. You know, and that's the thing, too. I think Bud would have been fine if they'd put the pacemaker back in him because his heart hadn't improved. What was the important process in this? He was never trusting in that pacemaker. Bud was trusting in the strength of God within him. Wherever he needed to go, he said, I never thought I was alone. When I went into the hospital, I knew I was carried. He said, when I went into the hospital, it wasn't just for me to get my pacemaker and the infection healed. He says it was for me to be there to meet the people that I would meet in the hospital. And so his entire mode for going anywhere was to know that God walked with him, and that there was a purpose behind every activity he went through, whether the result looked good or bad, because God was the strength in which he trusted. What a powerful story. How many of us are walking going, God's the strength in which I trust when I lose my job? God is the strength in which I trust when the world doesn't go the way I think it should go. Because it's pretty easy to trust in his strength when everything is going the way we want it to go. But how about at those moments when things are not? I think about the life of Jesus. What a powerful testament. You know, we look at the life of Jesus now and we go, God is the strength in which I trust. And you look at the life of Jesus and he was crucified. You know, do you think that the people at that time might have thought, well, is that a good strength to trust in? And yet we all know the outcome of the story, which was resurrection, was the focus. Not the crucifixion, but the resurrection. We knew that. We know that even today. So it's easy for us to say, oh, he had it made. What an easy journey. God was the strength in which he trusts. What a powerful example he is. Well, that's the same thing for us when we're going through our crucifying experiences. That his strength carries us through to that resurrection. You know, because God is the strength in which we trust. When we trust in our own strength, we can't see it. When we trust in his strength, we can move through it. And so it says on there, that's what I love. He's there to help you in every aspect, in every situation, and in every aspect of every situation, telling you exactly what to do so that you can feel his strength and call upon his protection. It says there are no exceptions because God has no exceptions. There is nothing like he doesn't go, oh, you know I told you I could help you, but in this situation, that's a toughie. I have a lot of trouble with that one. He doesn't do that. There are no exceptions. He makes no exceptions. Wherever you go, he can help you. Whatever you're going through, he is there to journey with you. His strength is what we need to depend upon.